Hello, today we are trying to make our own distribution, as it were. We're going to install a very minimal Ubuntu 22.10 server, so no graphical user interface. And then we're going to install dev packages for Qt, for other libraries that are needed in order to build modules using kdesrc-build. Then we're going to set up kdesrc-build and install KDE Plasma Desktop and log into that session built using kdesrc-build. Okay, so let's get the daily image. Ubuntu Server, daily, current, AMD 64. Okay. Let me clean up the ISO directory. Okay. The image finished, the ISO finished downloading. Let's create a virtual machine. New virtual machine. Architecture, AMD 64, ISO, browse, listing, refresh, kinetic live server, choose volume, Ubuntu 22.04, forward. This is 1 gigabyte and 10 gigabytes of RAM, 15 CPU cores, at least 250 gigabytes. That's Ubuntu kdesrc build, customize, not network address translation, finish, the best chipset, BIOS, CPUs, wrong topology, host pass-through. Okay, one socket, 15 cores, one thread each. The disk is VirtIO, 250 gigabytes. The CD-ROM is SATA. Network interface card VirtIO, tablet, and the rest are the usual. Begin installation. Willkommen, bienvenue. English. Update in the version. What? 2210. Continue without updating. Select keyboard layout. Done. Humans are expected to log in. I'm not going to need third-party drivers. The network interface card details seem okay. No proxy address. Mirror address. I don't know, what's the mirror address? The mirror. So us.archive.ubuntu.com. How do I provide? US. I pressed tab to go from one UI control to the other. So us.archive.ubuntu.com/ubuntu. Looks okay. Tab. Enter. Entire disk. Yes. LVM. What is that? Okay. So partition 2/ext4 correct. Partition 1 BIOS group spacer. Okay. No LVM, no software, right? MD. I like it. Selecting continue will begin the installation. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Your name. So my name administrator, your server's name Ubuntu KSP, PKE username. Choose a password. Done. Install OpenSSH server. Allow password identification over SSH, yes. Snaps in server environments. What is that? Server snaps. Interesting. What's happening here? Done. So I want a very simple virtual machine, ext4/partition 250 gigabytes, swap file, OpenSSH server running, my username and password. I'm going to connect using OpenSSH and start setting up kdesrc-build and build everything. Install complete. Reboot now. Okay. So the CD-ROM does not exist anymore. Okay. So it's something's happening. So this is the boot. Cloud user final scripts. What's that? Cloud init. Okay. Let's see if we can, without actually connected to the machine, using Word Manager. So network interface card, this IP address. Ctrl-Shift-V. Looking good. Okay, let's minimize this and let's start working. So 2.9% of 250 gigabytes is used. I know my IP address. Ubuntu 22.10 says here. Let's see if sudo works. Sudo works. Apt update. Apt upgrade. Apt auto remove. Okay. So the installer, the ISO is from a few hours ago, so now the package to install for upgrades. And now let's go to kdesrc-build, so kde.org, the hamburger menu, get involved as a developer. Okay. Set up my environment. Basic tools. Let's go with that. So cmake, cpp, which is probably the compiler. GCC, libdiff, JPEG, turbo JPEG, WebP, XPM, libxcdev, make, manpagesdev, libxcdev tools. Okay, looks okay. It's interesting that it doesn't require doesn't say in here that the minimum C compiler and tools should be installed. So build essentials. Let's install that. Okay, it should have mentioned this list. Build essential is like whenever you want to compile anything, the first thing that you install is build essential. You want to continue, yes. Okay. Let's go with more things. So survival at the command line. Max no x mc. Okay. What else? The rest of Git tools. So that was git minus GUI and git k. Git k is and git minus GUI depends on kcalc, which depends on the X server, which has pulled in also Xterm, the terminal emulator for graphical user interface from the X server. A ton of X libraries: xfixes, xcb, sync, xinerama, xrandar, xcb, dri2, xshimfence, etc. Okay, let's do this dance now. No, I need to not be root. Okay. Okay. Back as root. Nothing else to install. Okay. Let's have a tab opened as root and one tab opened as the other user, the non-root user. One 192, 168, 122.245. Okay. Now is the big question: do we want to make install into /usr/kd or into /op/kd, or do we want to install into my home directory, to the directory of the user administrator? So do we want to have the KDE Plasma Desktop installation for the entire machine, or just for the user administrator? Let's install it for the entire machine. Yes, let's try that. Or not. Okay, let's try this. So I'm going to run KDE src-build as root. This way make install will work correctly and will install outside of the /home directory or the /root directory. So cd pwd okay. So it installs some of the dependencies for KDE src-build and some of the KDE frameworks. Many Perl modules are needed by KDE src-build. So it created a configuration file and I want to update the bashrc file, yes. Okay, let's look at the bashrc file. So here it sets the prepends to the path the /root/kde/src/kdesrc-build and the configuration file for kdesrc-build. Okay, and now is the complicated part. So install dependencies true. Where do we make install KDE modules? Into /usr/ /kdesrc-build. Okay, git clones into the /root/kd/src, build directory /root/kd/build, correct. CMake options, we can keep this thing. We're not going to build Qt5, we're going to take Qt5 from Ubuntu Debs. Rel with debug info, the default is okay. Way more cores. Install session driver. Yes, I want this. Add a environment driver setting script to config KDE master. Stop on failure true for now, yes. Directory layout always invent. These are defaults and the two include files. So it seems okay. What else? Let's source bashrc, yes. Let's echo path. Okay, so it starts with the kdesrc-build git clone directory. Okay. What else do we need to do? I'm not going to download Qt or build Qt. I don't have any desktop environments, so I don't need to disable indexing. Okay, let's look at this page. For the other dependencies that kdesrc-build initial setup did not install automatically. So it works on /etc/up/sources.list. Okay, and this line just wants to enable d-src. Let me do it. Let's see if this line actually works. So I see sources in here for pieces and non-sources. Let's look at sources.list file again. So indeed it has uncommented the lines that start with d-src. Correct. So this part works correctly. Okay, and then we want no, what do we want? So it installs a ton of KDE frameworks 5 libraries, but I can't help it. Unfortunately, it downloads most of the KDE packages, but that's the way it is. Okay, what else? We'll also need to run this thing. So apt build the plasma-desktop, plasma-workspace, and kwin. Okay, so let me read again the part where it says after you build KDE and install using kdesrc-build KDE frameworks 5 and you install the applications, then there's a next step, which is Plasma and Plasma Desktop. So app launchers, desktop with wallpapers, widgets, system tray. So Plasma Desktop. Here's how to build them, so we'll need to run this part. And then, so this is common to more than one Plasma Desktop, so there's more Plasma Desktops, more Plasma environments. There's Plasma Desktop, Plasma Mobile, Plasma Big Screen. So this is probably the common modules. I'm not sure who will provide the desktop manager, so sddm. And then these are KDE Git repositories that are specific just for the Plasma version of the Plasma Desktop version. Okay. So I need this. Ctrl-Shift-V. Yes. Back. So I don't want translations. It's time to make your build from source Plasma session accessible from the sddm login screen. Also copy the build from source dbus files into the location where they are visible to the system bus. Store sessions. So I need an sddm. I guess. We didn't build anything yet using kdesrc-build, so I guess I'll chicken out and use /usr/local because /usr/local/bin is already in path and sbin is already in path, and in ld path /usr/local/lib. So I'll do that for now. Okay. Okay, so the problem with using /usr/local for kdesrc-build is that /usr/local is the default build directory for any software that you build from source. So if you download a tarball, release tarball for with source code, and you will build that, and during the configure step, you will forget to say /configure and then -1 prefix something else, then /usr/local. It will install there in /usr/local. And then you will have in /usr/local/bin some binaries which are built using kdesrc-build, others built with other methods. Or if you install the official binary tarball from Mozilla Firefox, it will also show you how to install it in /usr/local, and Go language does the same thing, etc. But that's the way, the path of least resistance, because /usr/local is already searched for. The system searches for libraries, the system searches for binaries, etc. So let's go with /usr/local for now. Okay. Where am I next? So I've installed non-KDE dependencies on this page. Okay. Now I'm starting to build software. So with such a command line. But let's start with something simpler than Dolphin. Let's start with kcalc, but for that we're going to install the dependencies first. Kcalc being the KDE calculator. Okay, everything's installed. Let me see exactly what it does. These are the dependencies. We'll skip the output because it's not that useful to me. Page down. Okay, page up. So it installed in /usr/local/share. Great. Extra CMake modules. ECM /usr/local/share/ECM/modules. Package config path /usr/local/lib/package config aldi library path /usr/local/lib /usr/share /usr/local CMake prefix. Yeah, it looks okay. XML GUI failed. Already exists and is not an empty directory. Initial clone of KXML GUI. I don't know. Seems okay to me. Frameworks, kdoc tools. Okay, Control C. So it seems to be okay. I have used kdesrc-build --debug command line parameter to see what it really does. And it looks okay to me. So it installs in /usr/local. Everything seems okay. So now we can remove the --debug command line parameter. So 75 Git repositories to clone and build. 74 out of those are probably KDE frameworks version 5. And maybe a handful of libraries that are needed for KF5. Okay, so I'm going to do the following steps: kdesrc-build kcalc and make sure kcalc starts and works correctly. Which is how? Because we don't have an X server. We don't have a connection. Polkit Qt did not build. Stopping here. Okay, stopping. Then stop if you're stopping. Okay. Okay, so I'll start to fix build errors and make it such that kcalc builds correctly. And then I'm going to build Dolphin. I'm probably going to install TWM and connect via xorgxrdp to the machine to see that the graphical user interface applications are okay. So kcalc looks correct and Dolphin the same, and they work correctly. And after I'm done with Dolphin, I'm going to go with these two lines, okay, kdesrc -build the modules which are common to all plasmas, and then the modules which are Plasma Desktop specific. And then I'm going to go install sessions. Okay, so I'll be back after kcalc builds and runs correctly. Okay, let's see where we are. So kwallet, kirigami, kfile metadata. So I've installed apt build dep kfile metadata kf5 for kfile metadata. So I'm searching in the go Ubuntu package search and then whatever I'm searching for, such as Plasma framework. Ctrl-Shift-C, Ctrl-V. Okay, so says package search results Plasma minus framework, Jammy, and the name is of the source package is Plasma minus framework, so the same thing. So Alt backspace, Ctrl-Shift-V, and go. Nothing to install. And Baloo. Baloo KF5 is the name. Baloo KF5. KF5. Two dep packages to install. Okay, so it says these things did not kdesrc-build could not build this 5. I've upped build dep, so I've installed all of the dep packages that are needed in order to build these packages for Ubuntu. Okay, what about keyrunner? Keyrunner, there is no keyrunner. Okay, what about this thing? Ctrl-Shift-C, Ctrl-V. Ooh, what a name. No, it's QC2 desktop style, exactly this. Okay. Dbus X11, one dep package to install. And now I try to run kdesrc-build kcalc again. So I needed to install the dependencies, the dependency dep packages using apt build dep for kwallet, for for kcrash, for kwindows system, for polkit -qt -1. for Kirigami. For kfile metadata. For blue. What else? Qt quick controls to desktop style. Okay, so it finished building successfully kcalc using kdesrc-build. The next thing that I want to build is dolphin. Not run, but build. Okay. So the same thing, 70 something KF5, so KDE Frameworks version 5, and one application, which is Dolphin. Okay, so I need to connect to the virtual machine. I'm connected using SSH, but now I need to connect in a graphical user interface mode, so either using the VNC server or using xorgxrdp. So KJS. I don't see where it installed KJS. It installed those. Oh, it installed the build dependencies for KJS. Okay. So Dolphin will build even without KJS, because KJS is a legacy KD5 thing, and Dolphin is so KJS will not exist in KDE Frameworks version 6. Okay, let me build just KJS. So what's that? KJS. Resume. Resume from, yeah, that was the thing. But with equals. Okay. So we have Dolphin. Now I'm going to build the two KDE src-build command lines for Plasma. Ctrl-Shift-V. This will certainly, some of these modules certainly will fail because a deb package is missing, so we'll need to install that. Still in the KDE Frameworks 5 territory. This has built correctly because I have built kcalc. Okay, so from now on, it's totally new modules which might not build correctly. Okay, so I'll be back after both of these lines have run correctly. So this for Plasma Common and this for Plasma, the desktop version, not Nano or mobile or big screen. So I'm at this first command line for the Plasma Common and unable to configure kwin. I don't know what that is. I need to look at the logs file, and then Plasma workspace failed. So one module which failed at the configure phase, which is kwin, and one at the make phase, which is Plasma minus workspace. I've installed hundreds and hundreds of dep packages. So apt build dep power devil, KDE connect, print manager, power devil, Plasma minus PA, Plasma minus browser minus integration, kscreen, kgamma 5, KDE GTK config, breeze minus GTK, on minus backend minus gstreamer, on minus backend minus vlc, modem manager minus qt, force audio minus qt, libxcb, kscreen locker, html, okay, and that's it. Four failures for now out of the 122 modules to build. Okay, so KDE Connect minus KDE is the last one. So now we'll need to look at the log files for all of the four modules that failed. Hopefully they will be shown after the first module is done in the summary, before kdesrc-build finishes the process, exits. Do we have nproc in here? Yes. Okay, so this is a summary, and now kdesrc-build process has finished. So let's look at the files. This is benign, but maybe we should fix this. Okay, kit decoration 2. What is that? So what is this? What was this kwin? Control X, Control C. So kwin depends on this key decoration too. But the metadata Git repository doesn't say such a thing. So sysadmin -repo -metadata doesn't say that kwin depends on key decoration too. So what's key decoration too? Ad invent Control C, Control V, key decoration. I guess this is the one. Okay, and let's see that the repo metadata says this thing. Control Shift C, Control V. Okay, so kwin depends on key decoration too. How do we do that? Control F, kwin. Okay, so kwin depends on key decoration, which is correct. It depends on key decoration. Was key decoration built or not? So that's MC frameworks. No, it's Plasma. Key decoration was built. Key decoration to config. This is the file. So why doesn't kwin find it? Does installing install anything? Skipping install. Refresh build. What does that thing do? Okay, so kdeclaration.mo. So these are the translations have been installed. And then this kdeclaration2config.cmake. Header files, SO files. Copy. Ctrl V. Strange that it says that this each file is up to date, but this file was installed. Okay. Let's do kwin again. So it says that kdeclaration2 is version 5.26.0 and it should be 5.26.80. So this is a bug in the way that they bumped the version, I'm guessing, of kwin, but didn't bump the version of its dependency, which is kdeclaration2. So the fix in here will be for me to edit this file and bump the version, which is probably this version exists in all of these files. Where are you? These 4 files. Okay, let me be back. Okay, so we have finished running these two kdesrc-build lines for the Plasma Common and Plasma Desktop. And now the next thing to do is install sessions. Let's see what this thing does. No such thing. Yes, because it doesn't use the Plasma, the KDE invent layout. So Plasma workspace is in the Plasma GitLab category. The Plasma GitLab group. Okay. So installing USR share X sessions, USR share Wayland sessions. Prefix and start plasma dev.sh. Opt KDE dbus scripts. Okay, I'm not sure what this thing does, but We'll run it. So it's executable, we can actually run it. USR share accessions is not a directory. Dir -p USR share accessions. There's no VLAN sessions. Okay, what does this help us do? If we have a if we have sddm installed from the package from the Ubuntu packages, then we can reboot the machine and it's going to have this new session. So kdesrc-build KDE Plasma Desktop available in the sddm desktop manager. So let's see what that would mean. Desktop base, fonts, quicksand, Ubuntu, havhd, havh2, libal svg, plymouth sddm, and theme. Okay, let's do this. Doesn't seem to be too intrusive. Okay, let me run the script again, maybe. Okay, and we'll reboot the machine. So reach target multi-user system, reach started simple desktop display manager SDDM. Reach target graphical interface. Yeah, where's the graphical interface? So I should have installed a simple desktop, made sure that sddm is working, it can log into that desktop, and then add to sddm the Plasma Desktop session from kdesrc-build. So I should not have started probably with Ubuntu Server. I should have started with, I don't know, Ubuntu latest. And then maybe replace the desktop manager that's in there, which I don't know which one is used for Ubuntu or for another Ubuntu derivative that has a simpler desktop. Then install sddm and then install with build with kdesrc-build everything, and then put the session inside of the sddm. Okay, so the problem was that when I installed sddm, not enough packages, the packages were installed. So sddm doesn't depend on enough packages on an entire xorg and a functioning xorg. So when I try to install the RDP server, so xorgxrdp, xrdp, it said that it still needs to install xserver modules for various hardware. You need to install Mesa, fonts, etc. And the error before was could not start display server on VT1. So it tried to run this command line, so x minus no listen, etc. And that failed because I'm guessing there wasn't a xorg module for my hardware, so for whatever we use by default, which is QXL. Okay, so once I installed any package that actually requires a functioning xorg server, including fonts, Mesa, Vulkan, everything else, and the various server modules related to hardware. And then I rebooted the machine. Where are you? Here. Next time the virtual machine started with sddm installed from the packages and with the Plasma development version, so the one installed by us using kdesrc-build as the only option available, the only session available. Okay, so log into this session, and you have just created your own Linux distribution, which started from a small core, which is Ubuntu Server 22.10. Then we installed tens of thousands of packages in order to have all of the dependencies for kdesrc-build to build 200 KDE Git repositories, including Plasma Desktop and Plasma Common, etc. Dolphin, kcalc. Okay. So again, sddm is from Ubuntu 22.10, the desktop manager, but the session and Plasma and the panel and kcalc and console and the applications, everything else is from kdesrc-build. Thank you. I needed to also install, I had no input, so no mouse and keyboard. I searched for input because I kind of knew that fdev is the old way and libinput is the new way. Where is the command line? So I said upsearch input grep input, and I'm searching for the X module, the xorg server module, that's about input. So there's input joystick, input fdev, so fdev being the old guy, input all, and I knew that libinput was the new way, which also replaces synaptics and wacom. So I installed this Debian package, xserver-xorg-input-libinput. In here, I needed to reboot the machine again, and now I have a mouse, so I can right click, doesn't do anything. The mouse cursor changes, and in here I can select Plasma Development Wayland or Plasma Development X11, and it says /usr/local. Okay, so I've put my password. Let's see how it looks like. So a Plasma Spinner, the first run wizard. I'm guessing it sets up the configuration files for the local user for administrator, the non-root user. And voila, we have Dolphin built from kdesrc-build, discover system settings. Let's look at the version of discover of Dolphin. There's help. Show menu bar with all actions, yes. Help about KDE. Close. About Dolphin. So it's $5.99, and Qt is from the Ubuntu 22.10 depths. So only KDE frameworks is from Git. So $5.99. Okay. So I have the correct theme, which is Breeze. The mouse cursor looks wrong. So I don't have mouse cursors. But I have the rest of the things. Okay. And as applications, I have kcalc because I built it myself. I have Midnight Commander installed from the packages. I didn't install Vim, so probably was part of the Ubuntu Server minimal base. System Monitor, which is part of Plasma when we built a large number of Plasma modules using kdesrc-build. Discover is Plasma. Dolphin, we built Dolphin ourselves. Okay. I built KDE Connect, was the last module in this list. Where is it? This thing, KDE Connect -KDE. So really small list of applications, because these instructions take you straight to a Plasma desktop, which you can log into using sddm, the desktop manager. And from there on, using kdesrc-build, you can install the rest of the applications that you want. Okay, thank you.